So here's my review of The Eyeball Show, or Alien Earth, or Alien Eyeball, or Alien Earth featuring Eyeball, Little Eyeball Monster. So that's my first criticism. The alien eyeball is more featured than the alien. And the alien eyeball is kind of not interesting and kind of silly. And I hope they don't let it have a spin-off and call it, have its own show. They could have like a family of eyeballs, and one of them, is he goes to work in the morning and goes to little eyeball school. So the main inherent issue is that this is not about aliens. It's not the feature subject. It's more about humans and robots and synths. So you're kind of already setting yourself up to be criticized. Now, Prometheus and Alien Covenant made the same mistake, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with having a show about synths and hybrids and cyborgs, but just don't deceive us and call it Alien. The xenomorph is more of a background plot. The villain of the show, this character Boy Cavalier, is extraordinarily annoying and difficult to watch. You want to kind of like the villain. Darth Vader, Magneto, Hannibal Lecter. You like them, even though they're evil. This kid you just hate. He's annoying. He's fingers on a chalkboard. Spoilers. They didn't kill him. They needed to kill him. The main characters being children is cheesy, but it allows for exposition and levity, meaning you can relax, it doesn't always have to be serious, as well as being an interesting plot. It is how children would act, so it's not ridiculous. And when critics compare these characters to the tough military characters in Aliens, they're misunderstanding the point of this show, which I don't entirely blame them for, since its title is Alien Earth. It's not, whatever the hell they are, hybrids. And in this show's defense, the very first thing they do is they lay out this opening crawl, where they basically said this has nothing to do with Alien. It has, or the xenomorph. It's about these three different things: the cyborgs and the synths and the hybrids. One thing that might have been interesting and might be interesting in the future is if they explore what it is the aliens actually want. Because on this show, there is no queen. Are they just killing for the hell of it? Right? They're not able to reproduce without the queen, apparently. So what do they actually want? I've watched a good many reviews of this show, and many reviewers they think they're very witty and intelligent to point out plot holes. Plot holes in every work of fiction are unavoidable, and they can always be explained away. Nobody ever complained about the enormous plot holes of the Joker's plan in The Dark Knight, which always amazed me. Right, I don't know one story where you can't go, oh, well, where did they go to the bathroom? They didn't go to the bathroom. One plot hole that somebody mentioned in the last episode was that Boy Cavalier was offering $1 million to whoever rescues him, and he's a trillionaire. So why would he only offer $1 million? And I'm like, that can be explained away by he's cheap. Trillionaires are cheap as hell. The Wayne character Wendy, the Wayne character Mendy, her Matrix powers are really silly and unnecessary entirely. It's really bad. Like, what are they going to do? Are they going to have her fly in season 2? Is she going to dodge bullets in bullet time? I didn't love the show or hate the show, but I eagerly anticipated every episode. And throughout the entirety of the show, not the entirety, but throughout each episode, I held my judgment, and I said, well, we'll see how it ends, right? Because Noah Hawley, the creator, usually goes somewhere. He takes us somewhere interesting by the end of it. But finally, when it ended, at the end of the season 1, I was like, I literally just felt, oh, that's it. There is a character development in this show, but not enough actually happens. There needed to be a game changer in the last episode, and I don't care if it's something as stupid as throwing a predator in. There had to be something. And we don't even know if this show's been greenlit for a second season, so you should have done something. You needed something to punctuate the whole season. The obvious option was they should have killed this little prick. They've been taunting us with how annoying he is. We really wanted to see him die. You know, even amazing villains like Gus Fring on Breaking Bad, even he stuck around too long. I remember when I was watching Breaking Bad, I was thinking, oh, give me a break. Like, he just never dies. Like, he's been around too long. He needs to finally die. And he did finally. But boy, Cavalier is no Gus Fring. And what came to mind was the movie Weapons, where the villain of that movie doesn't just quickly get offed, but the villain gets tortured and suffers and is frightened. And I was telling a friend, we need that more. You need to have the villain actually suffer before they get put out of their misery. Because you can't make us hate a character that much and then just quickly dispose of them. We want to see them suffer. And that's what I think everybody would have enjoyed in this last episode of Alien Earth. In fact, I would say, something I'm not going to look forward to watching if there's a season 2 is more of this little prick. I don't want to watch him be a jerk. He's very annoying. This show is so much not about aliens or even the eyeball creature that you could replace them with any MacGuffin at all and nothing would change at all in terms of story. You could replace it with an asteroid that they're doing tests on and that Yutani Corporation wants to try to get. Or better yet, you could replace it with the schematics of the hybrids, like, the recipe for making hybrids. And that's what Yutani really wants. And then it would really be a show about hybrids, and it would be a more unified story. So anyways, the show ends with the hybrids winning, and the hybrids don't kill little boy Cavalier because which shows that they're moral, like Batman. They've got a code. They don't want to kill, so they're actually above humans in a way, which is cool. The show has lofty, very high goals. It's trying to explore what is the next step in human evolution and which type of artificial intelligence do we want to ascend to. Would it be cyborgs? Would it be synthetics? Or would it be hybrids? And how? And we get to watch how they interact with each other. It's a very, very high goal, very ambitious. It's very ambitious of the creator, and it does fall short. But it's impressive that the creator Noah Hawley had such ambitions. He's trying to tell a story that's more profound than most people can handle, and it's nice to see somebody trying, and not just making some derivative shallow crap, right? And I have a lot more respect for a story that's trying to do something new and to do something difficult and failing than I do for somebody like, let's say, Michael Bay, whose only aim was to have explosions, and he succeeds. Yeah, so the show's definitely worth watching, I would say, and it's just a mixed bag. You're gonna piss off the people that just want to see aliens, and you kind of painted yourself in a corner calling it Alien when it has nothing to do with aliens. But I hope there's a season 2 because I want to see the continued development of the story of how artificial life interacts and how it evolves.